Now he's interested in goals. He's interested in talking about it. It moved him into being able to participate in his first IEP because he was no longer fearful about what are they going to be saying about me. I don't like to hear people talking about what's wrong with me. I don't like to hear people talk about what I can't do. If we move into, we know what your vision is and we want to help you get there. So let's look at your strengths and let's look at how people can support you. From there, you can just grow so much because you've laid the fertile ground for growth with all that. The person-driven plan meeting focuses on your strengths and your goals and developing the vision of yourself that then drives the life that you want to create. And just like, we use assessments to develop goals in an IEP, developing the person-driven plan helps you develop goals for your life plan. It was an engagement that just carries over naturally into what his next steps are for post-school outcomes. And that was a first in his school path. I think Jack has become really aware of his talents just even in developing the person-driven plan. He's focused a lot more on his strengths, and it's much easier to talk about what he does well for him.
Also, I'm a good tree climber. Did you know that?
I think for most of us it's hard to brag on ourselves. He's right in there when he gets to talk about what his strengths are, and it's enabled him to make better choices about what he really wants to do.
Wait, okay, start from the beginning. What are we looking at?
See a girl's household toe? Household things.
The number one thing we needed for Jack to do was to increase his connectivity with people and willingness to participate in groups. He was very individualized, and that wasn't going to bring him what he really wanted in life. And once he started accepting other people's input, he was more open to connection and more open to working with people and seeing how that could drive him into developing the life that he wanted. Jack has really been able to move forward with his focus on his zoo travels, which are important to him. That's led to him having his Instagram channel and looking at what he can do to be involved in the community. Jack was really fearful to talk about his future and look at his future because most of it was deficit-based planning. And that really shifted when we moved into person-driven planning because he was able to focus on what he can do instead of what he can't.